Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday to you, and welcome to another week of learning and enjoyment, hopefully, at Northowram Primary School. And a huge welcome back to both of our lovely reception classes today and to 4 Sycamore. We've really missed you. I know you've enjoyed your online learning, and I hope you settle back into school life really, really quickly. Now, this week, we're going to think about something a little bit different that I want us to really ponder and think about and be grateful for. And the thing that we're going to think about this week is a special gift. I'm not sure animals have it, actually. I think it might be just human beings. I'm not sure about that. Tell me what you think about it. A special gift that human beings have. And it's the gift of imagination. Now, has anyone ever said to you, oh, you've got a really good imagination? If they have, what were they talking about? Was it a drawing you were making, or a story you were writing, or a project that you were creating? Or has someone ever said to you, use your imagination when you were struggling for ideas for a story or a project or an art drawing? And that's really difficult when someone says that to you, because you just think, I don't know how to. Which got me thinking, what does imagination actually mean? I had to look this up, actually. I had a good think about it, and maybe you've got some ideas. But imagination is the ability to create new things, new ideas that either don't exist at all or aren't directly in front of you. So we've all got imaginations. We can do a simple test just to make sure that we all have. So let's just see if we can imagine something. Let's imagine, close your eyes if it helps, sometimes it does. Let's imagine everybody together. Let's imagine an apple. Now, I don't think any of you have got an apple directly in front of you, so you must be using your imagination. Now, really have a think about that apple and think about what it looks like. What colour is your apple? Mine, in my imagination, is a bright and shiny rosy red. What colour's yours? Has yours, in your imagination, got a stem or a stalk or a leaf attached? Mine has. Mine's got a brown stem. Is your apple whole, or has it got a bite taken out of it? Mine's whole. Nobody's eaten it yet. So there we go. If you were able to imagine an apple, that's you using your imagination, creating something that's not actually there directly in front of you. Let's have another go. Let's everybody see if you can imagine an elephant. Come on, really try. And using your imagination, because I don't think there are any elephants in our classrooms this morning. I might be wrong. I don't think there are. So let's see if we can conjure one up in our imagination. Now have a think about your elephant. Is he an Indian elephant or an African elephant? How big are its ears? African elephants' ears are much bigger. Is it in a zoo or in the countryside or the jungle? Is it a baby elephant? Mine's, I must be still thinking about our holiday to India last week. Mine's, I think it's an Indian elephant because it's got a beautifully decorated red blanket over its back and a lovely decorated piece here with bells all around it. That's my elephant. So there we are. Isn't that amazing that human beings can picture and imagine things? And it is such a gift that we're going to really think about it this week. And the thing about imagination that we're going to really ponder, and it's going to be very individual to you, each of you, whether you're in year 1 or year 6, whoever you are, boy or girl, we're going to try and figure out if we already know what some of our imaginative strengths are, because there's loads of different types of imaginative strengths. Now, I've had 47 years to work out what my imaginative strengths are, but you can start now because it's really interesting. Let's take, for example, this is a really good indicator of maybe some of the types of ways that you might be imaginative or, like me, might not be. So here we have a humble Lego brick. Okay, now me and my sister, Julie, we're very different, similar in some ways, but we are very different in terms of our imaginative strengths. So when I was a little girl, if we each got a box of Lego for Christmas, we would do very different things with it. Julie is very artistically creative and imaginative. And the worst thing in the world for her would be to have to follow a set of instructions. She would always take the Lego bricks and create something new, something really imaginative that she could see in her imagination. Now, I couldn't do that. I don't have that imaginative strength. So think about it. Do you? Are you an instruction follower when it comes to Lego, or are you a creator? Do you like to make your own things? Tell me when you pass me on the way into school tomorrow. Tell me I'm an instruction maker like you, or I'm a creator like your sister, Mrs. Scardifield. And this is a really special skill, to be able to create things and imagine how things will look in 3D. And I'm sharing I'm sharing this with you this morning because me and Elise have just followed some instructions to build a new Lego project, and it's just about finished. I'm going to share it with you in a second. But I'll give you some clues about what we've built, because the person who designed it didn't work for Lego. He was, really interestingly, a hairdresser. Now, I think being a hairdresser is a really imaginative profession, because you've got to be able to imagine, what will this look like if I cut a little bit off here or there? And you are creating something new, aren't you, if you're a hairdresser? So that's a really creative, imaginative profession to be in. So this gentleman was a hairdresser. That's what he did. And he entered a Lego competition, which they run every couple of years, to design a new Lego set, which I think is amazing. Now, this is a big Lego set. It's taken us absolutely ages to build. And he had this gift of being able to imagine things in 3D and what they would look like. And he spent hours, I'll read you a little bit about him. He spent hours designing this kit. And then luckily for me, we've benefited from his imagination, because luckily he also wrote a really, really big, thick instruction manual that me and Elise have been following. So I'm going to give you some clues. It is a type of place that you could live. Have a little guess. A type of place that you could live. And you might find it out in the woods. Are you ready to see? Let me turn my camera around and I'll show you what we've built. Here we go. Let's turn the camera around. 1, 2, 3. Remember, it's not finished. Here it is. Ooh, there we go. Can you see? It's a Lego treehouse, and you can still see the top of the trunk. We need to finish it off with some more branches. Now look at that. Let me take you around it. We've got the part at the bottom with some toadstools and a swing. Some people having some lunch down there. And then, where are the steps? Let me turn it round a little bit. Somewhere around here, I see them. There we go. There are some steps that lead up to the different cabins in the treehouse. And what's really amazing about these cabins is that each one of them, and this guy's had to imagine all of this creation and then work out how to build it. That's so clever, isn't it? Each one of these cabins, I'll just show you this one, has, you can take the roof off, has a different room inside. So in this one, you can see it's little bunk beds, and there's even a little story to read, a little book for them to read when they're in bed. And then if I move around, this one here, let's see what's in this room. Oh, it's the bathroom, look. He's imagined a bathroom for these people who are living in this treehouse to share. And then over here, take you around the treehouse. This one that you might be able to just see under the leaves. I think, ooh, in we go. It's another bedroom, look, with a hairbrush and all sorts of things there. So I'll show you it when it's all finished, but it's looking mighty fine, isn't it? And can you imagine being able to not just build Lego, but create Lego, a whole new world of Lego, a treehouse Lego set? That's really clever, isn't it? Now, I know I don't have that kind of imaginative gift and skill, but I've benefited from it because we've been able to follow, and look how thick it is, this big Lego manual that he also wrote to go with it. He's even been so imaginative, look, because he included both green leaves to go on the treehouse and the autumn leaves, which are in our model there because of the time of the year. And I'll just read you a little bit about him, the guy that won the competition. Here he is, his picture. And I love the fact that in normal times, he is a hairdresser, and he just thought, oh, this is something else that he's really been ambitious and thinking about probably for a long, long time. His name is Kevin Feeser. The person behind the original treehouse design is Kevin Feeser, a hairdresser and a huge Lego fan from France. Not just creative by profession, Kevin is an avid lover of design, architecture and nature, all of which merges together in his awesome treehouse creation. Here's more about the man himself. I'm passionate about nature, wildlife and wooden constructions, so the idea for the model emerged from an unusual weekend with friends in Robinson Crusoe-style treehouses. The tree trunk was the most difficult part of the model to get right because it had to be robust enough to support 3 cabins whilst using the least number of elements possible. Also, the cabins were a challenge. There had to be lots of details and bridges and stairs between each hut, as well as an overall round shape. Wow. So, you know, being an architect, someone who designs models and buildings, is a really, really important job. We need really imaginative people for that. And it took about 2 months and 300 hours to complete the model. What an imaginative person he is. I don't share his gift, but my goodness me, I certainly admire someone who can imagine a whole new world all made out of Lego bricks. So I don't have that skill. I don't have that particular strength in my imagination. So we'll keep on looking for it and keep on looking for yours. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about whether or not you have, or I have, an artistic imagination. Okay, so that's tomorrow. So be imaginative today. Enjoy your lessons and I will see you soon. Bye for now.